మీకోసం ఒక అద్భుతమైన జ్యువెలరీ కొనుగోలు అనుభవం ఎదురుచూస్తోంది. మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి డాలస్ షోరూమ్ లో 20 దేశాల నుంచి 30,000 విధాల ప్రపంచంలోకెల్లా ఉత్తమమైన జ్యువెలరీ డిజైన్ల అనుభవాన్ని పొందండి. $1000లకు మించిన డైమండ్స్ అండ్ ప్రెషియస్ జెమ్ జ్యువెలరీ ఆభరణాల కొనుగోలుపై ఖచ్చితంగా పొందండి బంగారు నాణేలు. జనవరి 29 వరకు మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ ని డాలస్ లో విజిట్ చేయండి. ప్రపంచ స్థాయి జ్యువెలరీని కొనుగోలు చేసే అనుభవాన్ని పొందండి. మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ నౌ ఓపెన్ ఇన్ డాలస్.
పైగా దేశాల నుండి కలెక్షన్స్, 30 సంవత్సరాల విజయ ప్రస్థానం, 300వ షోరూమ్, 5,000 చదరపు గజాల విస్తీర్ణం. ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి విచ్చేసిన పలువురు ప్రముఖులు మాట్లాడుతూ 30 సంవత్సరాల నాడు ఎక్కడో కేరళలో ఒక ప్రాంతంలో ప్రారంభమైన ఈ బంగారు నగల ప్రస్థానం ఎన్నో ఒడిదుడుకులను, సవాళ్లను అధిగమించి మరియు ఆ ప్రస్థానంలో ఎదురైన ఆటుపోట్లను విజయానికి మెట్లుగా మలుచుకున్న ఈ మలబార్ గోల్డ్ ప్రస్థానం ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ఒక ప్రేరణగా ఉంటుంది అని కొనియాడారు.
We are here for our opening of our 300th location in Dallas. It's a fantastic store. I think I request everyone to come and have a look. It's around 5,000 square feet. We have around 30,000 designs from 20 countries. Please come and visit Malabar Gold and Diamonds at Frisco, Dallas.
ఆహ్వానాన్ని మన్నించి విచ్చేసిన పలువురు స్థానిక అధికారులకు, ఇన్నాళ్లు తోడున్న వాటాదారులకు మరియు ఆదరించిన కస్టమర్లకు మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ యాజమాన్యం ప్రత్యేక కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుకుంది. ఈ ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి విచ్చేసిన పలువురు మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి వివిధ వినూత్న ఆభరణాల డిజైన్లను, పలు రకాల ఆభరణాలను తయారు చేసిన కళాకారుల కౌశలాన్ని, అలాంటి వినియోగదారుల ఊహల్లో ఉన్న నవీన డిజైన్ల ఆవిష్కరణకు ప్రాణం పోసిన యాజమాన్యం ముందస్తు ఆలోచనా ధోరణిని కొనియాడారు.
Hey there, Mayor Jeff Cheney here, Mayor of Frisco. Just excited to be here as the whole community has turned out to celebrate this incredible grand opening. Beautiful store, the largest in the U.S., third location in the U.S., but 300th store worldwide. We're honored now for Frisco to be a part of their story. And on behalf of our citizens here that are going to shop and enjoy this store, we just want to wish you many blessings and nothing but success.
ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి విచ్చేసిన టెక్సాస్ స్టేట్ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ సల్మాన్ బొజానే మాట్లాడుతూ ఈ షోరూం 5,000 చదరపు అడుగుల విస్తీర్ణంతో విశాలమైన షాపింగ్ స్పేస్ తో యుఎస్ఏలో గల అతిపెద్ద షాపుల్లో ఒకటిగా నిలుస్తుందన్నారు.
Hi, my name is Salman Bojani and I'm a Texas state representative. I am here at the Malabar Jewelers at the 300th location grand opening. We just cut the ribbon right now and there are so many customers here. It's 5,000 square feet, one of the biggest one they have in US. And I'm so excited because it's an immigrant success story. Just like mine, I came to America when I was 19 years old, worked at gas stations, mopping floors and cleaning restrooms for $6 an hour, and then became an attorney, and now became a city council member, and then now I'm a state representative.
అంతేకాకుండా మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ విజయగాథ ప్రేరణను ప్రస్తావిస్తూ తన గతాన్ని పోల్చుకున్నారు. ఈ గ్రాండ్ ఓపెనింగ్ లో పలువురు కమ్యూనిటీ మెంబర్లు పాలుపంచుకోవడం, టీవీ ఏషియా ఈ ఈవెంట్ మొత్తాన్ని కవర్ చేయడం ఆనందంగా ఉందన్నారు.
Hello, myself, Shamlal Ahmed. I'm the Managing Director of Malabar Gold and Diamonds International Operations. Today, we are very happy and excited. Inaugurated our 300th store globally in Dallas, Texas. This is a milestone inauguration for us, and we are so happy that we started our 300th store in Dallas, which has got a very good subcontinental population, very good catchment of more than 1 million Indian subcontinental people, and we got the right location in Frisco. So we are very confident, equally excited and humble about this location, and the store has come out very beautifully, and we have very good collection from more than 30 countries, and all the best policies for our customers to come and buy from us. And I want to wish all TV Asia viewers a good Makara Sankranti, Pongal and Happy New Year. We are still in January, and I want to thank TV Asia for your support and the visibility given in Frisco. Thank you.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल. Download AHA now.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్, $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్టులు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా
show, a talk show with the experts on TV Asia Telugu. We have with us eminent lawyer, immigration expert Rahul Reddy garu. He is a partner in Reddy and Newman law firm based out of Houston, Texas. Hearty welcome to the show, Rahul garu.
Thank you for inviting Sita garu.
I really want to mention this is our 3rd anniversary that we are celebrating here, and this is an amazingly great moment for us. Really grateful for the services that you are offering, Andy, Rahul garu, and
Thank
also
you. Thank you very much, Sita garu.
Thank you so much, Andy. On this note, I wanted to also mention a special thanks to our show sponsors, Malabar Gold and Diamonds. Malabar has launched its 300th store at Dallas. Please visit the store and be amazed by the exquisite jewelry collection they have been offering us. And also special thanks to movers.com, your one-stop solution to the moving needs, and AHA OTT, which is entertaining us with so many amazing shows and movies in every day. So Rahul garu, let's get into the special question that we have, and which we are eagerly hearing in news and all that. Just want to understand, Andy, about the visa waiting times. So we see it's about 2 years, Rahul garu, in some visa categories. What do you mean that? Do you see any reduction in this visa appointment timelines at all?
I already started noticing reduction in the visa appointment notice. Of course, this was spread around because of the COVID that happened in early 2020. The whole India was off, and then everything got staggered out, and employees who were working in the consulate left India, the consulate employees, and they were in USA. That also caused a lot of problems. But right now, it's in a full swing. In fact, the new consulate, I mean, it's not a new consulate. It's a Hyderabad consulate is now moved to Madhapur from RP Road to Madhapur. It's a bigger consulate, huge consulate.
Got it.
It's probably will be the biggest U.S. consulate in issuing the non-immigrant visas in the world. It has the capacity, and it may achieve the capacity of having more applicants processed through this non-immigrant facility. Previously, it used to be Sierra Juarez, then it was Chennai, and now it's going to be, most probably, it's going to be Hyderabad, which is going to be processing more. The administration also, what they're trying to do to reduce the appointments is that the people in USA were being assigned to adjudicate the applications remotely. So when you do the Dropbox appointment, these people here are able to verify the information and grant or probably ask them to come for an interview without an officer looking into or reviewing into in Indian consulates. So that's a great thing that they have started doing. That's going to reduce a lot of time. The target is actually to move some of the stamping to United States. Sitagar, previously, I mean, you're very young, but before, when I came into the United States, though, the extensions, though, so if you have an H1B, if you get an extension of the H1B, we used to apply that here in the State Department and used to get the stamping, though. We don't have to go to India to get the stamping. That will reduce a lot of burden. They want to reintroduce that, though, but they're having some technical issues. You know, bureaucrats are not that easy to solve the things like private companies are. So they're having some technical issues. They don't have the passport stamping machine here. So they're trying to acquire that. So it may take a little bit longer time. But in the next 3 to 6 months, I do expect the visa processing appointments time to go down very significantly. Now, for the B2 visas, it's almost like 800 days right now. I'm expecting that at least to come down to about 4 to 5 months waiting period for the B2 visas, though, with new people who are applying. So a lot more changes are expected. The time is expected to go down. We may be back to what we were in 2019 or even better than what we were there in 2019.
That's very nice to know. And what you were mentioning about the not required to go for stamping, is that for new visas, all categories, new work permits?
No, this what I'm speaking about is that we used to have only, let's say, for extensions. For example, you came into United States on H1B with a company called Microsoft, and now you have moved to you have extended the H1B extension in Microsoft. You don't have to go for stamping in India. You could have got the stamping here in Washington, D.C. by mailing your passport. It used to take about a month or so for us to get the passport back with the stamping. Now they removed that system. They're doing that stamping in India or in the foreign countries. They don't do that in Washington, D.C. That's actually causing a lot of problem, because if the work can be done here, then it reduces the amount of burden that the consulate have supposed to do. So they are trying to bring back, though, but it may take a little bit while. In the interim period, they are adjudicating the cases remotely while the officers are sitting here. So we do expect reduction in time coming in the next 6 months.
That's amazing, Andy. That's very great news. And hope the visa times get reduced drastically, the appointment times, I'm sure. Let's have, thanks for all this great information and the great news, Rahul Garu. Let's get into the first caller. Caller ending with 7672. This is for all the callers. There could be some lag in hearing us if you're watching us on all the streaming channels here. Please ask the question as soon as you're on the call. Caller ending with 7672.
Hello.
I see. Yes, madam. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, Andy. I have a question about my child. His age is locked under EB2 when we apply under EB2. when it became current last year. But now it dates the retrogressive, and he is 18 now. So when he turns 21, he has to go with one visa, or he can use his EAD for his college admission.
He can use his EAD for college admission.
So he doesn't need to
he doesn't need to go to F1 visa. He will be terminated from H4 if you guys are maintaining the H visa, but he still does not need to go to F1 visa. Not needed at all. Since he's already locked in, I don't see any reason whatsoever at all to file a F1 visa for him. Okay? He will not be kicked out of the 485 application because you told me that he's protected under Child Service Protection Act, which the prior date was current, the I-140 was approved, adjustment of status was being filed, he was under 21 on the same day at one point of time. That's good enough. He's locked in, so you don't have to worry about moving him to F1 visa, ma'am. We'll go to the next person, Sita Garu.
Okay. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andy. Let's have the next caller. Let's have the next caller in. Caller, I think 1785. Please go ahead with your question.
Hi, Rahul Garu.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So I got my GC approved in November 2022, and so I got my wife's GC my GC approved in November 2022, and my wife's case is still pending. Do you think I can change my job to a different profession? Will it be a problem during the interview process?
No, it will not be. You can now switch to any job you want to. You want to switch to becoming a McDonald's flipping the burger, you can be. You want to be Microsoft CEO, you can be. It will not cause any problem whatsoever at all for your wife's 485 application. Okay? You may want to also consider, what is your priority date though?
November 2020. November 2020.
No, priority date. Priority
November 2020.
Are you in EB1?
Yeah, EB1B, and I applied NIW and then I applied EB1B later. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you can move to different profession. You're good, sir. Your wife is going to get the green card. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andy. Here,
we'll go to the next question.
Let's have the YouTube question, Andy. We have some interesting questions there too. So there is a person, it's Madhav. His question is, can a GC holder work from India for US client through Indian employer or Indian payroll if employer insists to work on Indian payroll?
Absolutely, you can do so. But there are a couple of considerations that you need to note down. You are supposed to declare the worldwide income to United States IRS when you are a green card holder. So you can, the source in India can deduct the money and you have to file income tax returns in India. You have to show this income here. You don't have to pay the double taxes though, because there is a tax treaty between US and India. You will only pay if there is any differences of tax between India and here. One other thing is that if you are taking the step of going a long term and working in India, you may want to also consider if there would be any deficiencies that will be popping up for the citizenship application though. The citizenship application, Sita Garu, requires that the person is present in United States. There are exceptions. Of course, you can travel by visiting India. There's nothing wrong. But whenever the travel is more than 6 months, it becomes a big problem. I always want people to consult a lawyer if their stay is ever more than 6 months outside the country. And also out of the 5-year period, Sita Garu, you guys, the person who's applying for citizenship should be physically present here for more than 2.5 years. So for example, Sita Garu, 3 months you go to India, you come back, you stay 1 week, you go to 3 months to India, and you do the same thing. That means that you're not physically present here for 2.5 years out of the 5 years. That becomes a problem. So I am fine with him working, but he may want to look into if it's going to have a negative consequences for the citizenship in the long run.
Got it. And is it in a calendar year 6 months, Andy, or is it overall 2.5?
So first of all, the 6 months is for one visit, okay? So if the visit is longer than 6 months, always, first of all, before you take the trip though, of longer than 6 months, I want people to consult a lawyer.
Got
okay?
it. Yep.
Now, the 2.5 years is over the 5-year period, but the 6 months is only one stretch. So if, for example, in a 1-year period, you're traveling 3 months and you go to India, you're traveling 3 months and you come back, you stay here 3 months, you travel to India for 3 months. If your total period is more than 6 months in that one particular year, I'm not worried for you as long as it's not a single trip.
Got it. Got it, Andy. Okay. I think that's your answer, Madhav Garu. So let's take the next caller in, Andy. Caller ending with 8836.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Hello.
Sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead with your question.
Hi, hi Rahul. Hi Sita Garu. Quick question for you is, my H1 is approved in January 2022 for an extension. I have I-94 until April 2025. We also filed an amendment in November 2022, and the only difference is just a salary increase. And I have a stamping planned in May 2023 in India, but the new H4 amended I-797A is not available with me. Looks like it is lost in the post, but I have 797C. So can I go with 797C for stamping?
Absolutely, you can. No problem with it. You have a, by any chance, do you also have the, is it done in premium processing?
Yes, yes, it is done in premium processing.
And you must also take the email receipt notice also with you, okay? The email approval
notice. Yes, I'll take the email. Yes, I do have that.
I-797C, you will have no problem whatsoever at all. Okay?
Okay. Okay, all right. So just the email approval and the I-797C for stamping, Dropbox.
You're good, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take in the next caller. We have the caller ending with 8048. Caller ending with
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Please
Hello.
go ahead.
Yeah,
yes,
I have a question regarding my. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I have a question regarding my visa amendment. So currently I'm living in LA. Okay. And I got a new project, and my employer filed for an amendment.
I'm unable to hear you very clearly, ma'am. I only know that if you're on the speakerphone, maybe you need to take the speakerphone off because our Bluetooth is not working properly.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Much better. Keep going. You're in LA, that's all I know.
Yeah, I'm in LA and I got a new project now. So my employer has filed for an amendment to SFO.
Okay. San Francisco.
So,
okay.
Yeah, San Francisco. But I want to live in San Diego because I have to like move out currently from this house in LA. But now I want to move to San Diego. I just wanted to know if I'm allowed to stay in San Diego or should I
No, ma'am.
move to
You have to file
SFO
one more
only?
amendment. You have to move to SFO. The other option is you can file an amendment so that you can work in San Diego. But if the LCA is from San Francisco and you want to stay and work in San Diego, it is not allowed on H1B. You're supposed to file one more amendment, okay?
Okay, so what if, because my employer has to file either based on a client location or on the employer's location, like client office there?
No, ma'am. The employer has an authority to put all three locations. They can put it as employer end client location, employer location, and your apartment or house location. They can put all three sites. Typically, though, we do put end client location and your home location. But in either way situation, though, if the LCA is for San Francisco and you want to move to San Diego, you need to contact your company's lawyer to file another amendment. Otherwise, you will be violating your status. We'll go to the next person.
Thank you, Andy. So let's admit the next caller, Andy. Caller ending with 157.
అవునండి.
Please
Hello?
go ahead with the question, Andy. Caller ending with 157.
Yeah. Can I ask the question?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. My question is related to the having the green card and going to the India for more than 6 months. So my scenario is like this. Last year in 2022, I went on July 5th. I went on June 15th and came back on November 15th. So which is like 5 months completed. Now again, I want to go in this 2023 May and stay for another two to 3 months. So is it possible, or like the last 6 months is calculated based on the last 365 days or in a calendar year?
No, it's nothing to do with the calendar year. It is a single trip should not last more than 6 months, 180 days to be exact. Okay, but if you're making, in your case though, the first time you did it in 5 months, good job. Okay, you did very good job. Second time you're doing 3 months. This is not going to cause any problem for you in getting the citizenship, as long as out of the preceding 5 years, before you file the application, you are physically present in United States for more than 2.5 years. Right now, your trip are 3 or 4 months. If I don't see any problem in you taking that trip.
Okay. Just a follow-up question, because like I keep hearing the people saying like when you are coming back from the India in the airport, if the last 1 year, if I'm staying more than 6 months, so they are causing some troubles, like asking some questions and etc.
No, sir.
So
No, sir. They will not. They will not cause.
Right.
No, you will not. It's only if you are traveling in a single stretch for more than 6 months, they are causing problems. But not for the kind of people like you who are trying to keep it under 6 months at all times. Okay, you're good. You will not face any problem whatsoever at all. We'll go to the next person.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. You saved my day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. So let's take the caller. Let's take a YouTube question here, Andy. It's from Murli. His question is, my priority date is June 8, 2012, downgraded to EB3 in October 2020 and approved, and interfile to EB2. Given the date difference between EB2 and EB3, do you suggest I interfile SUP J supplement J to EB3 or wait in EB2?
Did you said the priority date is June what?
2012. June 8.
June 8. Since the final action date is for EB3 is current right now. Now, this is my choice, though. Please don't come and blame me, though. Okay? Because I told everybody before, when the priority dates move, they will move very similar to the dreaded Los Angeles highways, because whichever lane I go, get stuck there. Now, since your final action date is current in EB3, I would go file a 485J supplement and convert into EB3 right now. And I may even consider taking it to called writ of mandamus. What does that mean is that, hey, buddy, I've been waiting for 2 years. I filed the application, okay? And please adjudicate my application. You can go to the federal court to do so. And people think that going to federal court is something wrong. No. It's like telling a pujari going to temple is wrong. We are in a democratic country. Going to court is nothing. Writ of mandamus, all we are telling the government is, look, dummies, you are supposed to adjudicate the 485 application in 1 year. You're taking longer, my priority date is current. So what I would do with this guy is that I would have him file an I-485J supplement in EB3, wait for 1 or 2 months. If it still doesn't get adjudicated, go take the USCIS to the court.
Got it. So I think you have your answer there, Andy Murli garu.
And typically people ask the question, Sita garu, how much does it cost for the litigation process? I mean, it can start all the way from 3,000, 4,000 also for the court litigation though. And will there be any negative consequence? No, it's like Pujari going to temple. It's like Mullah going to masjid. It's like a father going to the church. No, it is considered to be no. There will not be any negative consequences for it.
Got it, Randy. Thanks for clarifying on that. The blockage that we generally have. Let's take the next caller here, Randy. Caller ending with 4430. Caller ending with 4430.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead with your question.
Hi, Rahul garu. Thank you. Thanks for answering. I have a question. My I-140 was approved on December 7th, and my 6 years got completed on December 11th, and this is my 7th year extension. So my employer is not providing me I-140 approval. And is there any way to get the I-140 approval? And also the second question is, can I change my employer without having completion of the 6 months and transfer to another employer and get that I-140 approved to be in a safe situation, as my current employer is not in a better, a situation, or I didn't like it. So I just want to make sure, is it a good time to change my employer?
I will, you speak Telugu?
Yes, please. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
I will give a solution. Pamu chachipotadi, nee katte gudu irukkunta. I will find a solution for you. Okay? Now, you can get the I-140 copy without your employer's knowledge.
Okay.
And it's free, it's online, it takes 10 minutes for you to file it. And I want you to take a note in the pen and write it down. Otherwise, you can go to YouTube and rewind our tape to watch this again, the discussion I'm having with you. It's called FOIA-USCIS. I repeat again, FOIA-USCIS. Once you go to there in the Google, there will be a form, and I want you to request your file for I-140. They will give your labor certification I-140. It has all the information what you need, where you can use that I-140 to go to the next employer, put the date, apply for your wife's H4 EAD, move company B to company C to company D, and so on and so forth. Now, is it a good idea for you right now to transfer to the different company within 6 months? Simply, no, don't do that. You don't want to be our client coming into TV Asia for your life, okay? We want to get rid of you and get your green card as soon as possible. That's our goal, okay? Don't do that. You will be in trouble if you move within 6 months. If the company withdraws the I-140, you may not be able to use it at a later date. I would not advise you do that.
Got it. So
okay. So the reason, another question, sir. The reason why I'm asking is currently my wife is also having another H1B. She's having independent H1B. I'm on H1B. So we are trying to have that H4 EAD, but we are not getting that. So once I request this document from FOIA, and once I apply that for a H4 EAD, and can we change the status of my wife from H1 to H4 EAD? And if we change it, and again after 6 months, suppose for example, if I want to get the H1B back for my wife, just in case I'm asking, so is it possible to reopen the H1B in any case?
Can she, if she moves to H4 EAD, can she move back to the H1B without subject to the lottery is your question. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Did she completed the 6 years of H1B? I think so. The answer is no.
No, sir. She was H4 recently. She got H1B.
I got it. The answer to answer the
like,
question is she has been only 2 or 3 years on H1B. Can she go back to H1B without subject to the lottery? The answer is only one word. Yes. That's it. No other answer.
No,
now,
sir.
However, though, I said to you, she can move from H4 EAD to H1B without subject to any lottery system. Okay? Good. You were speaking something, sir.
So she got the H4. In December she got H1B from H4. In December 2022 she got the H1B. So after 6 months, suppose if I apply for her H4 EAD, and after getting my documents, and if she want to get back, as you said, that we can come back without any lottery. Is that correct understanding?
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
We'll go to the next caller.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Andy.
I just want to add something. A lot of people don't know that even on H4 EAD, people can apply for the I-140. They don't need to be on H1B to apply for the I-140. So I would suggest that for his wife or any other people who have ever been on H1B, apply for the I-140 if the company is willing to. The reason is that you never know when you need it. What if sometimes right now, your wife, you want to move, but later on, if your company lays you off, you may want to have that option of moving back to your wife's H4 EAD also. I mean, she'll be an H1B and you'll be an H4 EAD.
Got it.
We'll go to the caller.
Okay, Andy. Let's take the next caller question, Andy. It is 9462. Caller ending with. Caller ending with 9462. Please unmute yourself. I see you're muted, Andy. Can you please unmute yourself and go ahead with the question?
Can you hear me? Hi, Sita.
Yes, sir. Hi, Andy. Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi, Rahul. Hi, Sita.
Hi.
I have a typical scenario for me, Rahul. So, I was on L1A and processed my EB in 2013 December. Okay, so I went back to India and came back again with L1A and filed EB1C in 2020.
EB1C. EB1C.
EB1 14, 2013 date. Okay, and my 140 is approved. Okay, and my 485 still pending. My wife 485 has changed the status saying that case remaining pending, visa is unavailable.
Yikes.
And ours is 2013 gate. And both my case is showing different status and my wife's status is showing different status.
Either way, when did you file the 485 application though?
June 2021.
I would recommend it to. You got what?
I got the EAD and I changed my status to EAD now.
Sounds good. I would recommend to file a writ of mandamus for you and your wife because that's a long period of time. Your priority date is current though. You're a very ripe candidate. Employment-based first category is your category. They are not treating you as first-class citizen, first-class immigrant. They're treating you as a third-class citizen. So they may have got confused with your wife's application saying the priority date is not current. We don't even know if they are considering you under EB1 or EB3 though. So for all purposes though, all we need to do is that give attention to your case. An officer should review the case and take 10-15 minutes of that thing and get rid of you out of the system that you are in where you don't have to come to this Zoom call. I would strongly recommend to go with the lawyer. And recently, I would recommend to go with a lawyer, okay? And I have to tell that we are one of the top immigration law firm who sues USCIS. In fact, last week, we got a major judgment that you probably already heard about it for the H4 EAD people. where they were not adjudicating the applications with the H1B. We did a class action suit against USCIS. Class action suit means that even if you're not participant, you're already included in it. And we sued the USCIS, we've been successful. And guess what? We're going to get paid by USCIS for it. That's a good part of it, to get a check from USCIS for the wrong thing what they've done for it. Now, that's not going to happen for you, though. I'm just telling you, though. That's not going to happen for you, but we're going to get paid for what we did for the service for the entire society. USCIS is going to pay us. Yeah, thanks, Reddy.
Okay. So my 140 was approved in April 2022, Rahul. So it's that also.
That is good. You should go for a bit of mandamus, because you don't want to be in long line for this one. You should do that. Okay. We'll go to the next person.
Okay.
Let's admit. Thank you so much, Andy. Let's admit the next caller. Okay. Once before we have the caller, Andy, let's take a quick YouTube question here. Can we send the letters to the president to remove the dependents from the green card quota? I think that is from Premnath Ramasamy.
You can send it, though, but will the president consider these letters, though? We want you to hit where we can get this one attention, though. Because the president has many things. Go to war with Russia, not go to war with Russia. What's going on with the Japan and China there? What's going on with Russia? There are a lot of issues the president cope up with. That's the reason we recommend that this letter should be addressed to the administration at a level where the administration, like the Ombudsman Office, the USCIS director, these are the right people that we want you to address. But is it going to be any loss if you write a letter to the president? No, but we think so that we want to use your energy in a proper fashion where we think so the results are better achieved.
Got it, Andy.
So send it to the Ombudsman, USCIS director, or to the local congressman or senator.
Got it. Let's take the next caller here, Rahul Garu. Caller ending with 5497.
Hi. Thank you, Sita Garu. Thank you, Rahul Garu. I have a question. My priority date is October 2012. I have 140 in EB2 and EB3, and I have EB3 card. And I'm actually planning to travel to India and use EB3 EAD card and for the H1B extension. Do I need to apply on EB2 or EB3?
Well, H1B extension, you don't have to worry about EB2 or EB3. Just because if you have two advanced paroles, you used one advanced parole, that doesn't mean that you are married to that one particular application. The second aspect is when you come back on advanced parole, you can extend the H1B. Now, while extending the H1B, if you use an I-140 of EB2 or EB3, it won't affect your 485 application, either way.
No, I'm talking about to do the extension. Initially I had my extensions on EB2. To do the further extensions, do I need to use EB2 140 or EB3 140?
Well, I-140s cannot be extended. What do you mean by extension?
No, for H1B extension, we provide the 140 number,
so
correct?
It doesn't matter.
So
it won't matter whether you use an I-140 of the EB3 of this company, I-140 of EB2 of this company, or if you use an I-140 of the X company also, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go to the next call.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I know you want to keep. We'll go to the next person.
Yeah. So while we are admitting, and you had a thought, please finish it.
Yeah. See, he wants to keep his EB2 and EB3 alive. That's what he was trying to achieve, though. So for that, though, it doesn't matter whether he used the I-140 of EB2 or EB3 or X company's I-140. It won't matter for him.
Got it. Okay, let's take a YouTube question, Rahul Garu, before we have the caller. So this is a question on from JS. In December, we came on AP from Abu Dhabi and they gave 1 year validity, but stamp on passport was December 30 to December 29. And in online, it was I-94 is December 29 to 28. So which one, I-94 or passport I need to use for AP filing extension filing, sorry.
So the I-94 says one date, passport stamping date.
Correct, that's what it is.
You should go with the I-94 date.
Got it. Okay. Let's take another question.
You should go with the I-94. Now, is it telling about advanced parole extension?
Yes, it is for the AP extension.
Okay, one thing people need to understand is that ignore the online, ignore the passport stamping. Sorry about that, what I said. It is when your advance parole expires, nothing to do with the passport stamping, nothing with I-94. Let's say, for example, a person has an advance parole until 2024, okay? When you travel to India, when you come back, they only give you 1 year of the I-94. So let's say you traveled in January of 2023, okay? They will only give until January of 2024. But if your advance parole is expiring, let's say November of 2024, you do not have to extend it by January of 2023. Your advance parole is actually expiring in November of 2023. November of 2024. So you need to extend it 6 months before that. You can ignore what I-94 says. This is only for the I-94, that is when you're considering for the advance parole. For everything else though, okay, you should adhere to the I-94 on the non-immigrant visas, but when it comes to advance parole, you can ignore.
Got it. I think that clarifies a lot more, Randy. Thank you for the details. Let's take another YouTube question here, Randy. It is user 0129 Tvasia. It looks like it has traveled to India. I mean, he's traveled to India June 15 to November 15, 2022. Can I travel to India in May 23 and stay for 2 to 3 months? Or
we already addressed it. Yeah.
Got it. We got. And then okay. Let's take a caller here, Randy, before we proceed on the caller ending with 4618.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Sita, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Hey, hi, Rahul Garu. Thanks for all your help. I have a couple of quick questions. So my wife is on H4 and she moved on F1 and then F1 to H4. During that, there was like F1 was being revoked. There was 40 days delay. I think I asked this question like a couple of weeks ago. The question is, my priority date is 2014 September. I got an interview next month. So the question is, she during this I-485 interview questions, she's going to get anything when the interview officer asks about any of the 485 questions? She has to say yes. Any questions falls under that?
Let's first get to the point though. When did she transition from F1 to H4? What is the year?
Okay, so yeah. Okay. She's on H4 on 2015 and then she joined.
So answer my question, please. When did she move from F1 to H4? Which year?
2015 March.
Did she ever travel outside the country after 2015 March? Before you filed the 485 application?
Yes, in 2016.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, here is the thing. You don't have to answer yes to any of the questions. There is a USCIS memo that clearly states that any status violation, they should only look into from her last entry into United States. So since her last entry of United States seems to be after 2016, any status violations of before should be ignored. Go ahead with your next question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. And she does And also, she speaks English. She understands the questions. The only complication in our file is this scenario. So, do we need to take a lawyer along with us, or our process is very straightforward? I don't have any gaps.
I don't know,
no
but
violation.
I would recommend to have a consultation with the lawyer. Normally, what our office does is that we do a mock 485 interview, though. And in the mock 485 interview, we see if there is any problems and any things that have come in. Then we, at that point of time, recommend to take a lawyer, and sometimes we don't recommend. Most of the times we don't recommend, though. If this is the only instant what you're speaking about, what was F1 was revoked for?
So she was on F1. We applied for the medical leave. She had some health reasons. Okay,
Got it. I got it. I know what it is.
Well.
So if that's the, I got the reason though. Sir, just hold on. If that's the only reason why she has she has an issue, that by itself, I normally don't recommend taking a lawyer. We'll go to the next caller, Andy.
Thank you so much, Andy.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all I have. Thank you so much, Rahul.
Sure.
Thank you so much. So let's take the next caller. Caller ending with 5162. Hi, Andy. This is the caller ending with 5162. Hope you can hear us. If you don't seem to be on mute, but if you're hearing us on the streaming channels, there could be some lag. Can you please post your question here, Andy? Caller ending with 5162.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Hi.
Hello, Rahul Garu.
Hi.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. I have a question regarding automatic revalidation. So currently I'm H1B, like 20 days ago my H1B has been approved. So I was O1. So still I haven't taken my new job. So I'm trying to stay back on my O1. So that's why next week I want to go automatic revalidation. So during the CDC, so when they scan my passport, is there any chance to ask about you're on H1B, so why you want to go back O1? That kind of question.
They can ask any kind of questions though, but no, I changed my mind. I want to go back to O1 and work. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, yeah. And another question is like, so the new job, so before I go for automatic revalidation, do I need to ask my new job to withdraw my H1B, or I don't have to do that? So
you are going to, if you go to automatic revalidation and get back an O1 visa, you don't have to do anything though. If the other company withdraws the H1B, there is nothing bad is going to happen to you.
Actually, sir, అంటే సార్ ఇప్పుడు నేను ముందే వాళ్ళను అంటే ఈ ప్రపోజల్ ఎంప్లాయర్ ఉన్నాడు వాళ్ళకి నేను ఈమెయిల్ చేసి ఐ వాంట్ టు టేక్ బ్యాక్ మై ఆఫర్ అండ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు విత్డ్రా my H1B అని చెప్పాలా లేకపోతే వితౌట్ చెప్పకుండా?
It doesn't matter whether they withdraw it or not. It won't affect you. It won't affect you. So I would just go and do the visa revalidation and then tell them. Okay.
Is there any risk associated with that?
Very minimal. Very minimal.
Very minimal, sir.
Yeah. We'll go to the next call round.
Thank you.
Thank you. Caller ending with 2775. I think you've joined the call, Andy. Caller ending with 2775.
This is Amar. Thank you for the Rahul. I got my GC. I have a question. My company wants me to travel overseas multiple times. Will there be any problem?
Will multiple times be long periods of time, or is it like every time you go?
I have to travel to Canada. My client is in Canada.
But how long will you stay every time you go to Canada? Is it like every time you go?
Weekly.
Weekly, how many days?
Weekly 4 days.
So the total period that you need to be physically present in United States when you're applying for citizenship should be more than 2.5 years in United States. So if you keep on traveling weekly and come back 4 years, but as long as you keep the 2.5 years of physical presence in United States, I do not see any problem for you.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Thank you very much for this question.
Thank
We'll
you.
go to the next person.
So let's take the next caller, Andy. Caller ending with 2259.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, Andy. Please go ahead with your question. We can hear you.
Hi. My question is, I'm currently working as a CBIL CRM developer in company A.
I don't know what that is. I don't see that in the dictionary. I do not see that in the dictionary, whatever CGUL or I'm assuming you're a software person.
Yeah.
Hello? 2259, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There could be some lag if you're hearing us on the streaming channels. Please post your question here, Andy. We can hear you.
Yeah, so I got the point. You are a software professional. That's all I know. Keep going.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought there was some disturbance. Yeah, I'm currently working as a CBIL developer in company A, and I got a new job as a Salesforce engineer in company B, and I have a 5 years old approved I-140. When company B, which is new, when they try to port in my current I-140, here the job description and the responsibilities are different. Would there be any problem while they port in my current I-140?
To port the date to a different profession is absolutely not a problem. So if you are a software person and you want to move to become a lawyer, which are completely contradictory, I hope so. Now, they will still port the date. You can port the date from a sandwich maker to a Microsoft CEO, also not a problem, as long as it is EB3 to EB2, EB2 to EB3, or vice versa. You don't have to be in the same profession.
Got it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I have one more question. If you don't mind, can I ask?
Go ahead, sir. Muratam Manchukun, sir.
Okay. Yeah. As I said, I have 4 years old I-140. If my current company revokes my I-140,
it will not matter for you. If your current, since they're revoking it after it's been approved for 180 days, you would still be able to port the date to your new company. You would still be able to use that to file the H1B extension. You would still be able to use that to file your wife's H4 EAD.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Wish you best of luck in your new job.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go to the next person.
Let's take the next caller here, Andy. While we are admitting the caller. I see the caller ending with 9936. Caller ending with 9936.
I see a very good question that came in, Sitagar. I just want to, it's such an exciting question that I want to address it though. This Venkat S is asking a question. He's pursuing the PhD in big data analytics. Am I eligible to file the EB1 visa while pursuing the courses? The straight answer is yes, he is allowed to. It would be better for him to get it analyzed for EB1 because you don't have to have a PhD to get an EB1. You could be doing it. Also, just because you have a PhD, you're not automatically eligible for EB1. There are certain things that are required for EB1. It may be worth for him to see if he's eligible. If he's not eligible though, he could work towards the EB1. Now, working towards a PhD is a different thing. Working towards the EB1 is a different thing though. So citations, articles, there are a lot of different things that they need to work on though. It is absolutely not required for them to have a PhD before they can file it. Another thing, Sitagar, that I want to tell you the statistics is that I don't know what's going on with the EB1A right now. I don't know what's going on. Every damn case that we are filing is getting approved. Now, we have some standards to pick up the cases though, but still, if this was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, even if the person was almost nominated to the Nobel Prize, almost nominated to the Nobel Prize, still we were getting an RFP for that. But nowadays, we are noticing completely reversed.
I'm trying to learn the 3 days
This is for the caller ending with 9936.
Will there be any problem?
Can you pause for 1 minute? We are just having a conversation here on a different question. Just a few seconds.
Yeah. So even almost Nobel Prize was getting an RFE, and the guys, everybody right now is getting an approval. We have a little bit standard before we file an EB1. It's not that somebody comes with a bachelor's degree and tell us to file an EB1. We won't do that. But still, it's very good time for people to file an EB1. And the people who got the EB1 denied before, the same documentation, a little bit better presentation, we got them approved too. Now, it's not just with our office though. It's with a lot of other offices also we're noticing it. So it's a very good time to people to evaluate. Even if we have told people you're not eligible for EB1 before, I think so they should consider themselves to come back again.
Got it. Okay, that's a resounding
Sorry for
message.
interrupting 9936.
This is for caller ending with 9936, Andy.
He needs to unmute by pressing *6, I guess. Or
yeah. Hi, Rahul.
Hi, go ahead, sir. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Hi, Rahul. So this is regarding a visitor visa for my parents, B1, B2. Their visa is expiring pretty soon. So I'm having them to travel just for 3 days before the visa expiry. Will there be any problem at the port of entry?
No, I don't see any problem. And when they enter into United States, so typically though, they will be given 6 months. Even though it's expiring in 3 days, they will be given 6 months.
Okay, thank you so much.
And they can stay for 6 months.
I'm hearing some conflicting.
Okay. Nope, you're good, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you. Let's take the next caller, Andy. Caller ending with 6766.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Andy. We
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Yeah, my son is aging out next month, and I wanted to know, and he has taken a break from the college, and he will be joining the college in fall of 2023. So what recourse is available for him?
This is January 29th, and he is going to be, I would recommend to join some kind of college right now because he's becoming 21. He's going to be aged out. If he doesn't go to school, he may not, he needs to join some university to get onto the F1 though. Right now. And there are some institutions that will allow him to join right now in the month of February though.
And what about, can he go on a tourist B2 and then switch back to F1?
He can do that. I wouldn't suggest that is a better option, but you know how the kids are, you know, whatever we tell, they don't listen. Nowadays the kids are, so yeah, that's a last option I would pick.
And can he use, when he's going to college, because his 485 is pending, so can he use the EAD issued, the SS issued by the department for the student purpose also, or will he get another SS number?
No, Social Security is only given once in a lifetime, never again. You know, every time he changes the status, he does everything, he doesn't need to go for Social Security. Okay.
Any update on the age out, any age out children law changes in the pipeline, or?
Not that anything that I think so are have a chance of getting passed or a chance of getting implemented. At least in the near future, I don't see that. Maybe down the line, we may see some, but right now I don't see anything in the pipeline. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Andy. Let's take the next caller here, Rahul Garu. Caller ending with 5497. Caller ending with 5497. Please go ahead with your question.
Hi. Actually, my H1 and my green card EAD, my green card EAD is getting expired on the same month in March. So I just wanted to check which one do we need to apply first.
For sure.
Green card EAD.
For sure.
Dependency.
For sure. Irrespective of what we're speaking, you are going to apply for the EAD extension, period. No questions on that. Okay. Now, it's up because it's free and it's please do it for me. Don't ask me questions on the EAD. Okay. Now, do you need to extend the H1B? I don't know about it. If you want a big mahal, like the way that you're looking at behind it, it's a fake one, guys. It's a screenshot, okay? For me, yeah, please go and extend the H1B. But I personally, when I was at your situation, though, I let my non-immigrant status go. I just stayed. I was an immigration lawyer on adjustment of status EAD. So, it's up to you.
But there's a change in dates between EB3 and EB2. So, I wanted to get one until my, I get my, yeah.
Here is the reason, though. Back when I was getting the green card, though, the prior dates were correct, okay? Now, when you don't know whether you're going to get the green card in the 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, in the next 10 years, okay? We don't know. You don't know, is that right? I don't know. You don't know. Right. It gives me all more reasons to kick the immigration lawyers out of my life as much as possible. I don't want them hanging on my head. 2 times, okay? 1 time I allow them because EAD, that's fine. Now, 1 EAD lawyer, one H1B lawyer, H4 EAD lawyer, and H4 lawyer, H4 EAD lawyer. Oh, come on. I don't like immigration lawyers. But it's up to you guys. You love me? Yeah.
But
well, that's fine, sir. I said what I have to say. Yeah. I know people don't want to follow it. They love immigration lawyers. Why not? I am an immigration lawyer. I forgot it. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, that's up to you.
Like you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Before we on with the next caller.
One more thing, Sitagar. It's about not liking immigration lawyers or not liking. You may like the doctors. Doesn't mean that you will cause problems to you and then go to a doctor. That's wrong. Okay.
Got it. We all like you so much, Andy, especially for the service that you are doing, and giving us a lot of strength in getting through this.
Sure.
Thank you so much. So let's take the next question here. Let's take the next question here, Andy, from YouTube. It's from Voice Against Indian Fraudsters in USA. Can a H1B own his own shell company to file self-petition to maintain status in the US?
The answer is no. Couple of things. Own shell company, that means that it's not going to do anything. Second thing is that his purpose is only to maintain the status, though, not to work for the company. Now, can an H1B person do a startup and want to probably build an application kind of WhatsApp? I don't know, these IT guys are too smart nowadays. They're building all. Can they sponsor their H1B though? Yes, there are some hiccups in there. There are some issues in there that they can be resolved by sitting down with a lawyer. For that purpose, you can file a H1B. But your only purpose is to open a shell company, go online, boom, abcinc.com, and you're only trying to maintain the H1B? No.
Got it. That's your answer, sir. So let's take the next question, Andy. Next caller ending with 7976.
Hello.
Hi, Andy. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, hello, this is Venki speaking. So my question is regarding, so my wife and myself, both we are on H1B currently, and I have my I-140 approved. So my wife wanted to come on H4 EAD. So my question here is, if I apply her H4 in order for her to get H4 EAD, so when would her H1B be inactive? Is it when I apply, or is it when her H4 is approved?
It's your call. What do you want to be? So if you apply for the H4 plus EAD and she wants to stop working, she can do so. But if she applies for the H4 plus EAD, she wants to continue working for the company that has a H1B, even though she filed the H4 application still pending in the USCIS, she can continue working on the H1B. So the question I will put back to your wife, what does she wants to do? Now, once the H4 is approved, obviously the H1B is not valid, and 99% of the time the H4 EAD will be approved at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, so she would want to continue working on that.
Absolutely, she can do so.
But would it...
You file the H4 plus EAD,
so I thought...
she can continue working. Absolutely, she can do so.
So it's like, I thought H4 gets approved first and then it takes some time for EAD to get approved.
Sir.
So is that not the case?
You should... Okay. No, that's not the case. That's 99% of the time, both H4 and EAD. But one thing that I want you to do is file the H4 plus EAD together for my magic to work. No, not my magic. Okay? For that to work. If you file it separately though, you're right. You are absolutely right. But if you file it together, I am right. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, in that, yeah, because we wanted to her work to be continued in this phase. So yeah,
absolutely,
I'll file a combination thing you said. Yeah.
You are smart.
Yeah, just one last quick question. So can she travel to India in this span when her H4 plus EAD application is in processing?
No. When the H4 plus EAD is under processing, it's considered as a change of status application. While the change of status application is pending, if you travel, she is considered to be abandoning the H4 plus EAD application. Of course, she can go and get the H4 stamp there in India, but then she comes back, then she have to apply for EAD, wait for the EAD. Not a good option. She can wait until the H4 plus EAD is approved, or she can travel in H1B and come back and then apply for H4 EAD. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that gives me a lot of clarity. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Rahul Garu, let's take a YouTube question here, Andy. It's from Raju. I have filed my I-485 using prior employer's I-140. I-485 was pending for more than 180 days. My prior employer is not signing the I-485J. I have received RFE to submit the 485J. Can my current employer respond to the RFE?
I'm surprised though. So when he filed the I-485, I'm assuming that the previous employer has signed the I-485J. Okay. If that's the case though, now after 180 days, okay, if the previous employer is not signing the I-485J, having the new company sign the I-485J is a very perfect and very good solution for this guy. Now, a lot of people ask the question to me, Sita Garu, that I did not work for the previous company after filing the 485 application. Does the 180-day rule still is applicable right now? The answer is one word, yes. It is only the job offer. It is not the job itself for which you are getting the green card. Since the previous company has filed the I-485J supplement for you, your job offer was there at this point of time after 180 days, the job offer does not exist with the previous company, absolutely not a problem in you getting the green card with the new, you go with the current employer filing the I-485J.
Got it, Andy. Got it. Thank you for that response. So we have a couple of YouTube questions here, Andy. I am going ahead with the next one. Paul is asking if my spouse's L1 EAD is already expired and now planning to file EAD on H4, I-140 approved for H1, should we consider this as renewal or new EAD?
No, it's a new EAD because you're moving category from one category to another category though.
Got it.
One category. But if you want if by any chance you want the EAD to be approved sooner though, you can do one thing. You can file a H1B amendment and attach the H4 and EAD together with it.
Got it.
Because previous to January 25th, we were not getting the H4 and EAD approval together. Thanks to us. Sorry, sometimes I have to say that. Now, and the money that USCIS is paying us, that's a nice thing. It's not a big money, but it's a very valuable money. I like the one coming from USCIS.
You are overjoyed.
So yeah, so now, so he can file an amendment, get the H4 EAD approved sooner. The reason why we tell amendment is amendment premium processing. Now they have to, since you attach everything together, they have to adjudicate it together.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. We actually, when we did these kind of litigations, Sita Garu, that we are successful in the class actions, we take a lot of those things. Some of them we are successful. Our purpose is not to get the money. I mean, we overall are still a net loss for the H4 EAD, but that's not how we value it. The way they treated the H4 EADs for all these years is a really saddening thing. A lot of people, when I went to party yesterday, a lot of people were telling, oh, I lose my job because in between there is a gap of 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I lose my job. I can't go back to the old job. So these are the practical difficulties that are solved in the court litigation. And for that, getting payment from the USCIS is such a nice thing.
Yes, yes, and for a good cause.
Yeah.
Especially for showing that they have done something wrong, and it's
I mean it's benefiting 400,000 people who are 300 to 400,000 people who are in EAD.
True, Andy. Rahul, probably this will be the last YouTube question, Andy.
Sure.
So my attorney tells me it's okay to have an employment. This is from NIT 57. His attorney tells it's okay to have an employment gap after getting paid off and switching to new jobs, considering the interview time involved, following by the onboarding, etc. But you tell us there is no employment gap when on pending adjustment of status. Can you please clarify?
The law says that, remember I was telling the other guy, the previous company, I-485J, you must have a continuous job offer though.
Yeah.
So that's, you must have a continuous offer. So when you have a gap of employment though, definitely it raises some eyebrows where the officer will look into the application much more closer and evaluate it. Why do you have a gap between Microsoft and Apple? Does it mean that you don't have a job offer in between the timings though? It's not a clear-cut rule that if you have a gap that they will deny your 485, but they can deny the 485 if there is a gap in the employment in the 485. It raises questions though. So it's better, our advice is just like the way doctors' advice is like eat an apple a day to get rid of the doctor. That's what they say. Our advice is also to a larger extent to get rid of the immigration lawyers is what you should try to achieve though. Yes, we are there for you when you are in trouble. We will fight for you until your last drop of blood, not my last drop of blood. Until you keep on supplying us the money, we will fight for you, okay? Once you stop supplying the money, we will not fight for you. I mean, so you should try to avoid as much as possible. I'm not telling that every situation. So it is better to avoid the situations where you have to end up paying the money to the lawyers and making them arguments.
Awesome, Andy. I think that's a valuable piece of advice here. Thank you so much, Rahul Garu. You've given great news and about you winning the class action suit, and whatever we had discussed about the visa appointment timelines may go down. So with all this great information, you've been helping and you're offering service to all of the community, the Indian community at large, I would say, especially the immigration community here. Thank you so much for the services and look forward to seeing you in the next week session, Andy.
Thank you,
Thank
Sita.
you. Thank you.
మీకోసం ఒక అద్భుతమైన జ్యువెలరీ కొనుగోలు అనుభవం ఎదురుచూస్తోంది. మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి డాలస్ షోరూమ్ లో 20 దేశాల నుంచి 30,000 విధాల ప్రపంచంలోకెల్లా ఉత్తమమైన జ్యువెలరీ డిజైన్ల అనుభవాన్ని పొందండి. $1,000 మించిన డైమండ్స్ అండ్ ప్రెషియస్ జెమ్ జ్యువెలరీ ఆభరణాల కొనుగోలుపై ఖచ్చితంగా పొందండి బంగారు నాణేలు. జనవరి 29 వరకు మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ ని డాలస్ లో విజిట్ చేయండి. ప్రపంచ స్థాయి జ్యువెలరీని కొనుగోలు చేసే అనుభవాన్ని పొందండి. Malabar Gold and Diamonds now open in Dallas.
పైగా దేశాల నుండి కలెక్షన్స్, 30 సంవత్సరాల విజయ ప్రస్థానం, 300వ షోరూమ్, 5,000 చదరపు గజాల విస్తీర్ణం. ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి విచ్చేసిన పలువురు ప్రముఖులు మాట్లాడుతూ 30 సంవత్సరాల నాడు ఎక్కడో కేరళలో ఒక ప్రాంతంలో ప్రారంభమైన ఈ బంగారు నగల ప్రస్థానం ఎన్నో ఒడిదుడుకులను, సవాళ్లను అధిగమించి మరియు ఆ ప్రస్థానంలో ఎదురైన ఆటుపోట్లను విజయానికి మెట్లుగా మలుచుకున్న ఈ మలబార్ గోల్డ్ ప్రస్థానం ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ఒక ప్రేరణగా ఉంటుంది అని కొనియాడారు.
We are here for our opening of our 300th location in Dallas. It's a fantastic store. I think I request everyone to come and have a look. It's around 5,000 square feet. We have around 30,000 designs from 20 countries. Please come and visit Malabar Gold and Diamonds at Frisco, Dallas.
ఆహ్వానాన్ని మన్నించి విచ్చేసిన పలువురు స్థానిక అధికారులకు, ఇన్నాళ్లు తోడున్న వాటాదారులకు మరియు ఆదరించిన కస్టమర్లకు మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ యాజమాన్యం ప్రత్యేక కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుకుంది. ఈ ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి విచ్చేసిన పలువురు మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి వివిధ వినూత్న ఆభరణాల డిజైన్లను, పలు రకాల ఆభరణాలను తయారు చేసిన కళాకారుల కౌశలాన్ని, అలాంటి వినియోగదారుల ఊహల్లో ఉన్న నవీన డిజైన్ల ఆవిష్కరణకు ప్రాణం పోసిన యాజమాన్యం ముందస్తు ఆలోచనా ధోరణిని కొనియాడారు.
Hey there, Mayor Jeff Cheney here, Mayor of Frisco. Just excited to be here as the whole community has turned out to celebrate this incredible grand opening. Beautiful store, the largest in the U.S., third location in the U.S., but 300th store worldwide. We're honored now for Frisco to be a part of their story. And on behalf of our citizens here that are going to shop and enjoy this store, we just want to wish you many blessings and nothing but success.
ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి విచ్చేసిన టెక్సాస్ స్టేట్ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ సల్మాన్ బొజానీ మాట్లాడుతూ ఈ షోరూం 5,000 చదరపు అడుగుల విస్తీర్ణంతో విశాలమైన షాపింగ్ స్పేస్ తో యుఎస్ఏలో గల అతిపెద్ద షాపుల్లో ఒకటిగా నిలుస్తుందన్నారు.
Hi, my name is Salman Bojani and I'm a Texas state representative. I am here at the Malabar Jewelers at the 300th location grand opening. We just cut the ribbon right now, and there are so many customers here. It's 5,000 square feet, one of the biggest one they have in US. And I'm so excited because it's an immigrant success story. Just like mine, I came to America when I was 19 years old, worked at gas stations, mopping floors and cleaning restrooms for $6 an hour, and then became an attorney, and now became a city council member, and then now I'm a state representative.
అంతేకాకుండా మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ విజయగాథ ప్రేరణను ప్రస్తావిస్తూ తన గతాన్ని పోల్చుకున్నారు. ఈ గ్రాండ్ ఓపెనింగ్ లో పలువురు కమ్యూనిటీ మెంబర్లు పాలుపంచుకోవడం, టీవీ ఏషియా ఈ ఈవెంట్ మొత్తాన్ని కవర్ చేయడం ఆనందంగా ఉందన్నారు.
Hello, myself Shamlal Ahmed. I'm the managing director of Malabar Gold and Diamonds International Operations. Today we are very happy and excited. Inaugurated our 300th store globally in Dallas, Texas. This is a milestone inauguration for us, and we are so happy that we started our 300th store in Dallas, which has got a very good subcontinental population, very good catchment of more than 1 million Indian subcontinental people, and we got the right location in Frisco. So we are very confident, equally excited and humble about this location, and the store has come out very beautifully, and we have very good collection from more than 30 countries, and all the best policies for our customers to come and buy from us. And I want to wish all TV Asia viewers a good Makara Sankranti, Pongal and Happy New Year. We are still in January, and I want to thank TV Asia for your support and the visibility given in Frisco. Thank you.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
Download AHA now.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్టులు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం బడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి 3rd యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ. Watch it live only on TV Asia Telugu. మీ అందరికీ 3rd యానివర్సరీ శుభాకాంక్షలు.
మీకోసం ఒక అద్భుతమైన